If you don't have a map, you'll be lost. If you don't have a financial map, you will struggle to reach financial independence. If you want to reach financial independence, this is for you. Money is the biggest lever in our life. It controls where you stay, how you dress, where you eat, and how good your life is. Yet the interesting part is how much time do we spend to learn about money? Most people struggle with money and they feel anxious about money because they do not have a money map. So in today's video, I will share with you how to create a money map so that you'll be able to reach financial independence with clarity. So financial independence is when you reach a stage where you don't worry about money and your assets will be able to take care of you. And in order to achieve this, the most important thing is that you need to know what is your financial independence number. Without this number in place, you will never be able to feel at ease with money. You will always feel anxious about money and worry about whether your money is enough, when will your money will run out, even if you might already have sufficient assets that produces income that is able to cover your lifestyle. So what is enough? There are many ways to calculate these numbers. Some are more complex, some are simpler. I use a more complex model to calculate this number for my clients, but today's objective is to help you to create your money map, and I do not want to make this into a very technical video that is very challenging for you to follow through. So let's start with the simple method. So the first step is you got to know how much are you spending every single month, because not knowing how much you are spending every single month, it is hard to have the clarity of what is enough or what is not enough. So if you are already regularly tracking your money and you know what are your expenses, this is going to be easy for you. You can just get that number, but remove the taxes, mortgages, and any expenses linked to your children out of this figure. Why are we removing the taxes? Is because we know that when you retire, you do not need to pay any more income tax. And when you reach financial independence, one biggest obstacle itself is the mortgages that you're paying every month. So the aim is when you're retired, you do not have any mortgages. So we want to remove this figure out of the picture. And the last one will be children expenses. Your children will one day become an adult and they will not require any money from you when they are already independent. So it's your job to make sure that they are able to become independent and not rely on you. So take the current expenses and minus away the 3 items. So now you got a figure. Let's call this figure A. So the second step is to get this figure A and multiply it by 1.15, and this will give you a figure B. So why are we doing this is we want to have a bit of buffer. This buffer is more of the ad hoc fund that you might need because you already know how much are you spending every single month, and you might want to sometimes spend on money that are not spent on a month-to-month basis, such as traveling, ad hoc gifts, events, and things like that. So you multiply a 1.15 factor to create a bit of buffer. So amount A times 1.15 equals to amount B. So right now, the third step, when you already have the amount B, take this amount and divide it by 4%. So why 4%? 4% is an attainable rate just by investing through bonds. So right now we are trying to find out how much capital do we need in order to generate sufficient dividends to cover our expenses. So let's work at an example. If let's say your amount B comes up to 55,200 and you divide it by 4%, you will get an amount which is 1.38 million. So there you go, you got it. This is the financial independence number. The 1.38 million itself is the goal that you need to work towards too. Of course, if you're a better investor, you think that you will be able to generate a higher rate compared to the 4%, you can divide the amount by 6% or 7%. You will get a number which is lower to achieve. But it also means that if you're not able to hit that number, you will not be able to hit your retirement numbers. Step 4, once you know your target number is of $1.38 million, so I'm not sure about your starting amount, but it can be any amount. So as long as you key in this starting amount, assuming that let's say you got 50,000 on hand, then compounding interest at 10% per annum, contribute every single month at $1,000. So once you do a calculation, you'll be able to see basically by following this strategy of investing $1,000 a month at 10% per annum, and with your current amount of 50,000, you actually need about 22 years to reach the target of 1.38 million. Looking at this time value calculator, this is how much you need to invest every single month in order to hit your numbers. You can play around with this calculator. I will add on the link below. These are the common objections I face when I share this model. First thing, 20 years is too long. The thing itself is the time will pass anyway. Just that within the 20 years, are we moving nearer to our goal or further from our goal, or we do not even know where are we progressing. And imagine if you're 30 years old this year. After 20 years, you're only 50 years old. So how many people around you are already retired at the age of 50? So don't think about how long it is. More of just keep progressing and you will reach your goal. Second objection, it is impossible to hit $1 million. I would like to share this quote with you. Whether you think you can or you can't, either way you're right. By Henry Ford. If you don't even think it's possible, likely you will not even try to make it possible. I don't come from a rich family, and after working for 3 years, I managed to save up my 100,000, and within 8 years of my working career, I managed to become a millionaire. If you think that it's possible, then there is this possibility. Third concern, not really an objection. Some people might say, I want to do it faster. They want to reach their financial independence less than the stated years. So you can either earn more, save more, spend lesser, invest better, and you will be able to cut down the number of years to reach your goal. Fourth objection, it is impossible to get a 10% per annum return for investments. So let me share with you in terms of the past 10 years track record of the US market. Per year basis, the return is around 12% per annum. It is possible, it's just that you have to really look at the right places. And investing might not be that complicated. If you want to do it in a complicated manner, you have to invest in individual companies. But if you want to make it simple for yourself, you can just choose the countries that you want to invest in. So you participate in the growth of the overall economy of the specific country that you are invested in. So summary, there you have it. You know how to create your own money map. You got the number that you want to work towards to. You know how much to invest, how long to invest in, where to invest in. But having the information doesn't make anything happen. Just take some baby steps. Sit down and work the numbers out yourself. Open your brokerage account and start investing. Work towards it and make it happen. And to end off this video, I will share with you a quote by Warren Buffett. I always knew I was going to be rich. I don't think I ever doubted it for a minute. Thank you for watching this video. And if you like content like this, do subscribe to my channel so that you can see more of videos like this. Bye!